there's a particular person in this room who had top 10 most embarrassing moments of his life. And we're going. Welcome to Happy Chaos. She said no, but I waved at the camera and made it happen.
That's okay, because you guys are just going to see the process then now.
We're in a... You want a mirror? Here, you want to use... I could turn the camera on my tablet. You can...
That's okay. It's clear, so...
Oh, okay.
I've got it, like, all over.
Is that... there's an extreme there from like one extreme to the next.
I kind of like to be extreme. Sometimes.
We're in a rush this morning. I'm not gonna lie. It's like Monday morning. We're running a little behind, and we're like, oh yeah, we have this podcast thing that we are committed to, and we
love.
I was gonna say we failed last week.
Oh,
but what do we love? Tell me, what do we love?
We love doing this podcast.
Oh, genuinely, it felt off last week that we didn't, but we were traveling, and traveling for us is a big deal. Making all that happen, it's a big deal. How do you orchestrate all that and organize all of that? So it was not, we were not able.
Right. I'm laughing at this. I'm sorry. It gets me every time.
We cannot stop. We turn our own podcast on, and then we're looking at comments or whatever, and it happens to both of us. All of a sudden, you look over, and the one person's just laughing and
we're watching ourselves.
And then you're like, "What are you watching?" And it's us. We're watching ourselves. Look, we're goobers, okay? We accept it.
Yeah.
We accept our gooberishness.
Yes, we do.
We're
sometimes.
I do, at least. I'm good with it.
I am too, for the most part.
For the most part. Anyways, look, we're sorry we missed last week.
Yeah.
And we do love you guys, and we really do love coming and being a part of your week. And so, this is episode 28, 29?
This is 28.
28. Because we thought the last
You baffled me a little bit last week. But I was right. Look at the podcast. I say, this is episode 27. And you're like, is it 27? I think it's 28. And I'm like, maybe it is 28.
I wasn't purposeful. I wasn't trying to baffle you.
I don't think you're purposefully trying to, but I'm just saying, I have been on a roll since episode 1 that I'm like, I know which one we're on.
So we made 27 weeks without missing one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty good amount.
I agree.
Without missing one. So let's try to break that record. You ever done that in the pool with a volleyball where you hit the ball and the next person hits the ball and you start counting, and then it becomes how many times can you hit it?
Yes.
I feel like that's what we just did. We had 27 weeks. We missed a week. It's time to...
But doing really great things. You can ask us privately.
Yeah. It was a great week. It was...
promoting our school and...
Yeah.
Trying to get other people on board to start schools and...
Yeah. I don't think it's wrong to say I was invited to a Christian school summit. Well, a Christian school foundation summit to go and speak.
And a nice gut punch to Satan and his agenda.
Take it, Satan.
Yeah, exactly.
Not today.
Not today.
Anyways, so it's just a really important week, really important things. And the Lord did some really good things, I think. And
we were in Colorado, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I fell in love.
It was interesting to come back, and it was one travel trip. We go one place for the school and came back, and there was all this question about who's paying for that and how did we get there, and but basically the question, what we were being questioned, did we use the school's money to go to Colorado or the church's money in that matter, and then we were out jeeping around Colorado. First of all, let me just explain a couple of things. Not that you guys are part of this, but I'm just going to explain it anyways. Number one, it was an invitation only thing. They invited me to come and be a part of that. And so they had paid for the stay and the we didn't put that on. So there was no money spent in that way. They took care of all of that. So then we had travel expenses. But before I get to that, I think that I just need to remind everybody that what you see here on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, they're highlight reels.
Mm-hmm.
We had, am I exaggerating to say we probably had like 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the day?
Yeah, with each other.
Yeah, we had to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym.
Every day. So it was not a vacation in that way. Like every morning.
It's nothing to me. Like waking up early doesn't feel like it's not a vacation.
Oh, I think when you're on vacation, you don't have to wake up early.
But
I totally get working out that's the way you start your day, but you do that like 9, 10 o'clock when you're on vacation. No, we had to wake up at 5, even earlier than normal.
We would wake up just to go to the gym, wake up at 5 to run over to the gym, get a workout in. Mm-hmm. And then they had a Bible study at, or a devotional time at 7:30 in the morning. Then 8 o'clock in the morning, we would have a breakfast there, and then they would start.
This is without me, by the way.
Kelly wasn't even allowed. Some other people were like, I don't know. There was kind of some other comments being made, and I'm like, it's not like, it wasn't like I had an opportunity to bring other people and I was refusing. There were 70 people invited. I was one of 70. I think 70 was the number. It might be.
It was 70.
I think 70 is what I heard. Yeah. So there was, 70 people invited, invitation only. So here, we would separate after we would go to the gym. Kelly could come with me to the devotional. That was a little informal, but then it was like breakfast. And then we would go right into sessions where we would be on these panels. And then, different guys from different areas of the country were up on these panels discussing basically how do we further Christian education. Mm-hmm. I mean, the real number that they want is like, how do we double Christian education in the United States in the next 10 years? That's the answer that was the question we were seeking to answer. And so, Christian schools, that's what they're talking about. And so we would go right into session. I don't know if I have to tell everybody this, but I'm just telling you, like we would go right into session and it would be like one panel and then they would do an interview with somebody and then they would do another panel and then they would interview somebody and then we would break apart and we had an opportunity to sit down and talk through, whatever we had heard. And then it was a late lunch. They provided a lunch. So there was a late lunch. So I wasn't getting back to our room until, probably 1:30.
Yeah. 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then so we had from like 1:30 until about 3:30, maybe 4 to go explore. So all the stuff that you guys saw was between 1:30 in the afternoon and 3:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
When we were, able to go. So we had to rent a car to get from the airport to the place. We were in Colorado Springs. And so for $35, Kelly came in and she was like, for $35, we can rent a Jeep. And I'm like,
not $35 a day, $35 extra.
Yeah.
For the week.
And so I was like, heck yeah, $35, we get a Jeep. We're in Colorado. So, she wasn't able to come with me into those panels and be a part of that. So she was left on her own. So yeah, we had a Jeep. We paid an extra $35. Again, it was our own money that we spent to go to Colorado. And then it wasn't like we were just, away for a week. Even if we wanted to be, by the way, that's okay.
That's right.
To take those, but
that's right.
We weren't. It was like a work deal, like the whole thing.
And technically we could have had spent the church's or the school's money because it was for the school, which is a mission arm of our church, but we did not. People don't understand his goal in life is to not take a paycheck from the church. He wants to do it. This is why we're doing this. This is why we do everything we do online, because his goal in life is to not take a paycheck from church, but to pour even more into the church. And I think, people need a little bit of a shakeup. And
I'm not mad at anybody. I get it. I think that, everybody does that, right? Like we get the kind of questions in our head about like what's going on, but I'm just clarifying, I'm clarifying for everybody to say like, and Kelly is right. I mean, I don't verbalize that often, but my goal is to be a tent maker. I want to be Paul in that way, that I'm not only not taking from the church. And listen, I'm not getting on anybody for paying it's good to pay your pastors. Like I want our church to pay our other pastors. I'm just saying, I think servant leadership is really important. And so, I'm definitely making efforts in other directions.
But you say you're not mad. I am kind of mad, and I'm kind of mad. No, I'm kind of mad because people,
happy part of happy
even if people don't see that part or know that part about you, that you eventually want to not take a paycheck from the church. I do know that. But even with that aside, I don't know. I feel like you're doing really great things for the kingdom, and people can get selfish and get lost in that. So,
well, I think that, people are people and people are messy.
For sure. I have a tendency to get selfish on other things, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think
if we all focus on.
I think that, people are people, and people are messy, and that's part of ministry. And so, and the day will come. You mark my words. The day will come that we'll be able to, we'll be able to take our pay can come from somewhere else besides the church, and we'll be able to just pour into the church. And I'm looking forward to that. And we do. It's not like we don't give to the church. It's just a matter of like right now we're in a position that the church does make my salary, and grateful for that, because I've been in a position when church couldn't do that. And one day I get to tell you guys, my story. Probably soon we need to do that. I need to tell you all, my side of the widowhood journey. But, I was bivocational with a very small paycheck from church for a very long time. So I had, my main source of pay was that I had a business that I owned. And so that's where I was getting my income. And then when my wife got sick, business was still paying me, but I wasn't able to work there. And then it got flipped, and the church took over what the business used to pay me. And then the business took over what the church used to pay me. And then eventually within that same year, all the churches doing, none of my own, like, good friends and people who loved us, were taking care of us. And they came together and said, hey, we need to get this guy to be full-time, not have to depend on the church. And so I'm so grateful to say, like, I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful that our church is in a position that I can take a paycheck from the church right now. But my goal is, like, my hope in life is that one day that not only do I not have to take any pay, but that I can continue to serve in the church, continue to work for the kingdom, and then that other resources get to pour into what we're doing there at the school and the church. And anyways, I didn't mean to get too far off far out in the weeds in that. I just wanted to say, like, what everyone got to see on Instagram and whatever, those little short clips, like, they're highlight reels, And so we had a couple of hours each day, and then checkout on Friday was at noon. We could check out obviously earlier than that, but checkout Friday was at noon, and then we didn't have to be at the airport till 5. So we took a drive up Pikes Peak. Have you guys ever gone to Pikes Peak?
It was amazing. Well, kind of.
Halfway was amazing for Kelly.
Yes.
I will say that it was nerve-wracking. 14,600 feet. So that's a pretty good sized mountain. And you get to this place, like, you're driving through, and it's like little windy mountain roads, and you're going up, it's beautiful. And, there's all these mountains around. And I mean, it really is stunning. And then you get to this, like, guard shack. And it says on the other side, it says, like, vehicles coming down have to stop. And I didn't really fully understand why. At first, I'm like, okay, so going up, we don't have to stop at the guard shack, but coming down, you do. And so we start going up, and you're getting higher and higher and higher, and there's no guardrails. And
I will post a video, because what I did is I set up my camera on record, and I put it in the dashboard, and I just buried my head, and I told Justin, I said, do not tell me anything. Do not describe anything. Do not tell me your fears. I am having a full-blown panic attack right now. And I've never had a panic attack like that.
Calm.
No.
She was nothing.
I was petrified. I was petrified.
She was losing it. I will tell you, I mean, there were parts that I'm like, it was a wide enough road. It wasn't like it was super narrow. When we were on our honeymoon in West Virginia, going up to Snowshoe, there were some areas that were icy and so narrow. I'm like, what do I do if another car comes? Totally wide enough for 2 cars.
Yes.
2 nice, wide 2-car widths with a yellow line between. But, down the side of the mountain, no guardrail, and you're on,
you're on the side. At
one point, you're on that side, whether, on one direction or the other direction, you'd end up on that side coming up or down, and hairpin turns, no guardrail, just hairpin turns. And you were just, I don't know if they don't want to put I'm curious if any of you know of Pikes Peak. I would love to know why the no guardrails. My only thought is for the view. But I'm like, has nobody ever just taken their car off the edge of that? Because I feel like, and then some people were kind of driving a little fast.
Just saying that right there.
Your knees feel a little weak.
Yeah, that's just my fear. That is my fear of going over the edge, and that's it. Like, you sit there and your life flashes before your eyes, and then you're done. That's it. And
I think skiing on the bunny hill, that was unreasonable.
To you, but I saw the same thing. Like, I literally saw, maybe not death, but falling over a cliff. That I have no idea. I have no idea how steep. If it was only 2 foot after that little turn on the bunny hill, I would have felt much better to know and see. But it was foggy, And I had no idea what was after that. So I was picturing us driving up the mountain, and that's how steep the fall was.
When we went on our honeymoon, we went skiing, and there was a panic attack.
Wasn't as bad as this one, though.
On the bunny hill.
If people could see why I had a panic attack, then it would be different.
Kelly was scared that there was nothing on the other side of the fog. There was like a layer of fog.
And there was like a bend. Visibility. And you can't see what's beyond that bend. And to me, I just see a drop off. And so in my mind, I'm making it the worst possible scenario.
And I was watching other people.
150, 200 foot drop. And
we're watching people ski into that fog and then down to the
around the corner. Right. They didn't go off the edge because they knew how to control their skis. I did not know how to control my skis. Everybody says, pizza, pizza. I tried to pizza. It was not stopping me at all. So on a snowboard, at least I knew I could just fall. I just throw myself to the side.
You can still fall on skis. You just drop. You don't
say
have
so.
To. You just sit down for that matter. Like just, spread your legs a little bit and sit.
And twist your legs because the skis are attached.
Better than going off the side of the mountain.
Anyways. So yeah. But Pikes Peak was the real deal.
Kelly's a little spicy this morning. It was dark when we woke up, and that's affecting.
I just want to go back to bed right now. Well, I'm a little bit awake now, but yeah.
Right. I mean, now we're like in the podcast.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So listen. Okay.
But let's just get to the fun stuff.
Okay, that's Pikes Peak. I want to tell you guys, Pikes Peak was beautiful. It was scary. Friday, we drove all the way to the top of Pikes Peak. And then when we came down, the reason they have that guard check is because they want to check your brakes to make sure your brakes aren't going to seize up. So they bring like a thermometer out and they check your brakes because it's, such a downhill grade.
Right.
And you have to ride your brakes, so hard on the way down. And it was funny because we had this Jeep and they were like, oh, these Jeeps, they're fine. I bet you didn't have to touch your brakes on the way down. And I'm like, I held my brakes because I didn't want to flip over the edge. Like, at one point I was going like 5 miles an hour and these cars kind of came up behind me and they were doing like 5 miles an hour. And I was like, oh, I'm probably blocking them. So there was this little, get off to the side part where you could go look. And so I pulled off to the side, and when they passed me and then I got back behind them, they were still doing like 5 miles an hour. Like they weren't on my tail to try to go faster. They were, going just as slow. I can't imagine. The only thing that was crazy to me was the Winnebago that was up there.
That's
I was like,
so stupid.
Like, I don't know. Like my brain can't compute. I mean, it was fine. They did fine. I saw them come back down. They were all right. They made it. But
I would not. I would have walked down. I would have done.
You'd have
pulled my ski resort move
and walk back down.
Yes.
We got out at the top.
I almost wanted to. Like I told him we got at the top and I was like, I just want to get a picture. But I couldn't. I could not walk over.
I mean, we're talking like now we're on a big, solid, gravelly lot that's at the top of.
That has rocks at the top that you can climb and take pictures up there.
We weren't able
but
to.
But it was freezing. I was already like, still having a panic attack.
It's coming
and
back
I was
right
just
now,
like,
isn't
it is. And I'm like, just don't. I want to just sit in the car. And I'm sorry. I'm ruining this one too.
She told me, you can go up. You can go to the top. You will go up there. I'm like, I don't want to go up there by myself. Like, I don't want to go to the top by myself.
And I told him, just like I did on our honeymoon, I am so sorry, but I cannot. Like, I am frozen solid. And it was freezing up there. There was snow up there. But I couldn't. It was so hard for me. I was petrified, literally petrified.
I will tell you this, like, it was fun. I'm so glad that we did it. I won't do it again.
No. And I told him like halfway up and I was like,
I would probably do it
No,
again.
let's turn around. He's like, there's nowhere to turn around right now.
Well, there wasn't. I mean, once you started saying let's turn around, there really was not a pull off that I could like spin it around. So once we got to the top and I could turn it around, then obviously I did, but we were already there. We were up at the top. And I will say though, like the view, it was cool.
It was okay. It was beautiful. Just I can't do stuff
on
like that.
top of God's creation. It was okay.
Oh gosh. But I will say Manitou Springs.
Yeah, Manitou Springs.
You have got to go.
Yeah.
It is within 5 miles or 10 miles of Colorado Springs. Gorgeous, amazing, beautiful, cute little town.
Yeah, it's like a town.
It's like a little Amsterdam town.
Okay. All right. I would have like locally. It reminds me of like a like a little small town.
Yeah. But like shops inside of the hill, houses inside the hills all around you.
Yeah, it was really really cool.
Yeah.
And the streets kind of like I don't know. They kind of like went up and down with the mountain a little bit. They were like
Yes.
like as the houses were built on the side, you were kind of like going up and down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it was
I'm sure
like,
some of you have been, and you're like, it's old hat. We've been
it's
there.
so cute, and it's like very boho hippie, and I'm obsessed with boho hippie stuff. And so it was my little dreamland there. They had all these little boho hippie shops and like little tourist shops with the t-shirts. I got a t-shirt. I should be wearing it.
You know what I think is hilarious? We went in this little shop, and a lot of stuff there, there's a lot of evil stuff there. And so there was a lot of like witchcrafty stuff and
voodoo dolls
and stuff like that. It was kind of strange in that way. I mean, not kind of strange, evil is in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, out West is a mission field for certain. Like we're in the Bible Belt. So, we have churches on every corner, but they don't have that like we do, at least not all the way. I'm not saying there's no churches. Don't come at me for that. I'm just saying like, there's definitely less. And anyways, there's these like shops that they've got like witchy stuff in these shops. And so we go in the shop and they've got like spell candles and dream catchers, and there's some that voodoo dolls and some other things that they had there. And anyways, I say that to say that we were staying at a place called the Garden of the Gods. And all week I'm like, I just don't love this name. Like I didn't even want to buy a shirt that said Garden of the Gods because I don't really love the whole idea of like God. Like I'm not a pantheist. I believe in one God, and he's the creator of all things. And obviously I'm the pastor. And so anyways, I didn't love this like Garden of the Gods. And I was like, why don't they just call it like God's Garden or something? So anyways, we go in this little shop and they've got other things, but they've got these like spell candles and these other stuff. It wasn't like I wasn't in a witch's shop. Like,
no.
Maybe she was a witch.
No, they had souvenirs to shop. So they had like Colorado Springs and Montanu Springs. Montague. Sorry.
I always get it mixed up too.
Yeah.
If I'm not like looking at the sign, I can't.
Right.
But I think it is Montague. Yeah. And so we're in this little souvenir shop, and so the lady says, "Would you like a sign for free? We got these signs printed up and they misprinted them. And it says Garden of Gods, and it's capital G." And I was like, it just needs an apostrophe.
Uh-huh.
And now it's like it's Garden of Gods. Like that makes total sense. So I'm like, heck yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Put an apostrophe, boom, done.
I just thought it was great in the shop with like the witches' candles.
Yeah.
They've got like misprinted signs that I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's a
And they had a guest book.
I think Colorado is spelled wrong on the sign too.
It
though.
is.
So that's not as easily fixed with an apostrophe.
Yeah. And they had a guest book that you can sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Kelly wrote some Bible verses in there.
I was like, all right, what can I, because I prayed in every shop. Every shop we went in, I was just pouring out my prayers to the Lord. And I saw this guest book and I'm like, all right, what scripture can I write? And at first I wanted to be a little spicy and be like, have some scripture against witchcraft and all this stuff. But I'm like, no, you want to win them over. You want them to want to know who is this God that you speak of. And so I did these little things about like calling on the name of the Lord. All who call upon the name of the Lord will be saved. And I forget what the other one was that I put in there. It might have been a little spicy about like rebuking this stuff.
If y'all can't tell, so when we got in the airports, Kelly's spice came out. It's like when we're walking and there's traffic and Kelly starts to get edgy. And airports have lots of traffic, and those little carts that come up behind you that are driving people and they beep at you and they're excuse me, like. And
he would say they're behind you, and I said that's good, and they can wait until I veer off onto the shop that I'm going into. They don't get the right of way. Sure, it's probably not right of me, but I have my spice, and that's a thing. But then we're in the Dallas airport. And these people, it's just like going to Disney. They don't care. They like puff up their chest and they just walk. And they see you coming. And they're like a line coming this way all the way across, like the whole flow of people coming this way. They don't even leave a lane for the people going this way to come through. And so at one point I was just like, I am not moving. I am going to walk straight, and they can plow into me or walk past me.
I can't remember exactly how you said it, but she said something about like, there might be a fight. And I was like,
and you said, well, that's on you.
Right. I was like, don't get my bag taken.
Yeah.
Like, if you get arrested.
And I said, well, if I get arrested and it comes with me, it comes with me. No, it's just whatever. I was aggravated at that point.
It's so funny, like when it comes to like biblical things and preaching, I'm like so bold and, want to be like, I'm just fearless in that way. And then in settings like that, I'm like, just chill. Like, if somebody's in a rush, like let them be in a rush, like I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a fighter in that way. I'm a fighter.
I'm not trying to like fight for my spot.
I don't think that I'm the right one in this situation. I don't think that I should be like that.
We were loading on a plane and some guy tried to get in front of us and Kelly straight blocked him and then looks at me and goes, go ahead, honey.
Because we've been waiting there. We were waiting there. This guy walks up with his drink and his suitcase like, I just got here, but I'm going to jump in this line that's a mile long. And not just that, it wasn't just me. And I am not for Catholicism. And I there's so many things I disagree with. But there were these 3 nuns. The 2 nuns went and the 1 nun got left behind. And this guy just walks up like he's going to plow in front of her. And I'm like, boom, put my bag there. And I'm like, go ahead, ma'am. And she's like, thank you so much. And this little, and
she
so
really did. She was like that.
And so I let this nun go. And you even lifted her bag up for you.
Yeah,
I thought she called you by name, which was super strange. I must have just misheard that because I thought she said, Justin, can you put my bag up there? And I'm like,
that's kind of strange because I thought she said my name too, but I didn't want to say it because I was like, his plane was loud. And I was like, did she just say my name?
I know. And I'm like, you don't have your name tag on.
If you're the nun watching this who got on the plane with us.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, like,
I know.
I thought she was like, Justin, we put this bag up. And I was like, yeah. And so then I'm like, I'm in Colorado. I think we were in Dallas at that point. Or we were in Colorado. That was Colorado.
It was Colorado.
Yeah. So I'm like, we're over. Yeah, that was the first one. So I'm like, we're over here in Colorado. I do not know anybody here. And I'm like, there's no way she just said my name. But I didn't say anything. And then like right now you're telling me you thought she said my name. I'm telling you
she said your name. And I was like, maybe I misheard it from back here. I don't know. But still, this guy tried walking up and cutting her off. And I'm like, ain't happening on my time. And I am bold when it comes to other people. Like if it was me singly there at the airport and he was trying to cut me off, I would let him cut me off. I would let everybody cut me off because I am not bold in that way. I'm very insecure about myself. That's not true.
No, you would have done it for the nun. And I'll tell you why.
For the nun, but not, and for you, but not for me.
Right. Because that's the thing. Like Kelly, if it's like, I call it mama bear, if it's like I'm taking up for somebody else.
Yes.
Then, I remember when we were dating, y'all, we had comments we want to read from y'all from last week. That's the whole episode today is to talk about these comments, but we're like just going on about everything else. So anyways, all right, we're here, but we were dating. We were dating.
I'm afraid of this story.
You remember this? So we were dating. My daughter came home from church and she saw a flashlight in our backyard. Oh gosh. And I was still at church. I was a few minutes away from the house. And so she called Kelly and said, I think there's somebody in the backyard. There's a flashlight in the backyard. Kelly came charging over to my house with her
loaded my gun.
And goes up in the backyard. And I'm like, Kelly, call the police. No, what are you going to do? I got here. Like it
was my first thought, fight or flight.
It's fight for Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, y'all better watch out. Cause
the kids were in the house and I'm like, no, you're not.
She was like full on like coming around the corners. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know if you've ever shot that thing. And so. One time. I was ready. She was prepared to.
I didn't want to have to, but when it comes to the kids, who were not my kids at the time, but I was like, no, you ain't coming up here.
And when I finally got to the house, I'm like, you should have called the police. Like, why would you go in the backyard?
They can't get here fast enough.
She's going to put them on the run.
For sure. And then the neighbor said that she saw somebody out with flashlights in the way backyard. And so I'm like,
Well, but it could have been somebody looking for their dog.
And it could have been headlights because there is a roundabout behind our house. And I think it was headlights, but it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do.
I mean, I've lost a dog before and went up in people's yards in the middle of the night with a flashlight.
And I wouldn't have shot anybody that, they would have to have I guess shot at me, or I knew that they were, because I also had a flashlight. I
don't even know if that's the right tune. Okay. Y'all, there you go. There's our travels. Oh, wait, there's one more that maybe we could talk about.
Okay.
There's a particular person in this room who had top 10 most embarrassing moments of his life.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did something that was embarrassing and I didn't know about it. This is silly, you guys. This is not silly. This is not something to be embarrassed about at all.
It's embarrassing. Let me enumerate the reasons why this is embarrassing. We're on a flight. It's like 3 a.m. when we leave the house. We ate something there at the airport, and
And he had explosive diarrhea.
No. Why?
That would be embarrassing. Tell him the truth of what happened.
I literally was. I wasn't lying.
No, I know. Now they're going to see that.
So I took some Dramamine. I kind of think that might have been the deal. I don't normally take stuff. And, I do get motion sick, and I was fearful of getting motion sick. So out of that kind of fear, which is, I think, why a lot of us take a lot of things, I was kind of fearful of getting motion sick. So I take some Dramamine. And it says to take 1 or 2 for every so many hours. And I was like, should I take 1 or 2? I was like, I really don't want to get sick. I'm going to take 2. And so I take 2. Then the second part of this is that I have to wear, I just found out about these. I just learned about these. I've flown 5 other times in my life, and, sometimes with layover, sometimes not. So I'm just saying a trip, if I'm going from one place to another place, even if there's a layover in between. So I've gone up and down on a plane, let's say 8 or 10 times, between layovers or not layovers, right? I've gone on a plane and that plane's gone up and then come back down. Whenever the plane descends, I get crazy stabbing ear pain. It is not, I already hear you. Yes, I've tried to chew gum, tried to drink water, tried to pinch my nose and blow. It's not it's not like my ears pop. I'm telling you, it's like a crazy stabbing pain. There is an ear popping and a ringing that happens, but there's a crazy stabbing pain deep in my ears. So we look it up and find out there are these earplugs called ear planes. So ear planes are these earplugs that are filtered. And so I've got these little blue stems sticking out of my ears on either side from these ear planes that I've got in. I can't hear anything hardly. I mean, I can sort of hear, but it's definitely that super muffled. It's very clogged hearing. And so can't hardly hear anything. So I can't really talk. I get a little bit motion sick. I don't really love flying. So I'm on the plane pretty much with my head back and like this. And we hit some turbulence and I was not doing well. And I'm I'm going to get sick. I'm going to throw up. So I'm looking for the bag on the back of the seat. And then she looks at me. I'm like, do you have a bag? And she's like, maybe. And everybody else, they have bags on the back of the seats, but I didn't see anything.
They were there, but
I just missed
they were a little, little bag.
So anyways,
but I packed snacks in our bag.
And she had a Ziploc, a big gallon clear Ziploc bag. And by the time
it came in handy though.
By the time she dumped that candy and handed it to me, I'm putting it on my face and lost it in the Ziploc bag.
Most quiet thrower-upper I've ever met in my life. You wouldn't have known if I didn't know what was happening and had to hand him a bag. I wouldn't have known what he was doing. Quiet as a mouse, and just then zipped it up, threw it away. That was
it was.
But he's traumatized.
Not only traumatized. First of all, I had to sit for the next hour in the flight. I'm worried I'm going to throw up again. I didn't, thankfully, but I still can't hear anything. So I'm sitting in what feels like pretty much silence.
I like that because on the flight back, our very last flight back to Louisville, from Dallas to Louisville, I put one headphone in my ear so I could listen, but I didn't put anything on. I was going to, but I fell asleep, but I loved it. I loved the silence. I don't like the airplane. It sounds like you're in a can, and I don't know, everything is amplified. And I put that earplug in and I went to go take it out and I was like, oh my gosh, too much noise. Put it back in. I'm I like it. I'm gonna do that from now on.
Get you some earplanes.
Well, at least the little earphone, I can listen to stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. I will tell you all though, the stabbing ear pain, other than me like upchucking in a clear bag on a flight right beside my wife.
In the dark.
I love the way you say like in the dark.
It was dark.
I pulled my face up and looked, and Kelly is like looking right at me, and I wanted to be like, look away, but I had my face in the bag. So I don't know. Even right now, she's like, it's not that big a deal. I'm like,
It's not that big a deal. And plus, like he said, I'm mama bear, so I'm making sure my husband doesn't need anything after that. Like I had a water ready for him. I had napkins ready for him. And so I'm looking at him to hand him, which he needed immediately after. And I'm just the go-to person. Like I want to have it ready before.
When once I'm embarrassed, I'm like, I just don't want to even be here. Like I'm so embarrassed.
This is true.
But, I just want to be like, I don't know, just alone, but it can't be. I'm on a plane, stuck in a seat. And thankfully, the one redeeming thing here is that there was a guy, we were in a seat of 3, but the plane was halfway empty. So this guy was like, early on, he was like, I'm just going to give you guys some room. He was like, I'm going to scoot back over here. And so he moved seats. So thankful that I was not between 2 people throwing up in a clear bag.
Yeah, for sure.
It was so traumatizing.
For sure.
So traumatizing that I didn't want to eat the rest of the day in between the flights. Like I was like, nothing for me. And it was like hanging on so bad that Friday, I didn't want to eat. We were out like all day Friday, and I really didn't want to eat Friday because I'm like, I don't want to throw up on this plane. Like I am so scared that I'm going to get up in the air and throw up in a bag again.
And Friday's when we went to Montanu? No, Manitou Springs, which was this cute little, and we went to this little
what are we talking about?
Bistro.
Oh yeah,
right. But that's where we went to the little. It was such a cute little She
restaurant. Wanted to like, oh, let's do this, and I'm just like, you can do it. Have at it. I don't want anything.
But again, what woman wants to eat by herself? And
I get that, but like, I don't want to throw up on the plane in 3 hours.
So.
She ruined the mountain drive, and I ruined the food. So
yeah. And on a highlight in the Garden of the Gods, I did
God's garden.
Get on top of one of the highest rocks.
It took a little convincing. So they had most of the rocks were blocked off and like, don't climb. Well, one of them they've got like a little bit of, I don't know, like some wire or whatever that kind of demonstrates like you can go here.
You can climb the rocks.
Yeah. And I think they called it rambling. And anyways, we rambled. It took a little convincing. I went up first, and I actually have a picture of me like up high, like and Kelly's like down below. And it was cool because like down below, like the person looks really, really high. Once you're up there, it really didn't feel so high.
Yeah.
But when you were looking upward, it felt way higher. And Kelly was like, no way. And a little bribery. And I got her.
And then the next day I took my friend Tammy because I met the president of Herzog's wife. Me and her kind of bonded and hung out the whole time. And I took her up there and she wasn't afraid of heights, but I got her to go up at the top. I went up at the top with her. It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun the first time when we did it. So
yeah, it was a good time.
We should probably talk about, golly, we are way into this.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, because
oh look, Tropical Smoothie sending me stuff. It's because I'm fasting.
Oh, they knew it, and they're messing with you.
Jerks.
Hey, listen, the last episode. Let's talk about some of these comments.
Yeah,
which is what we were planning on doing because we did in the last episode, which was 2 weeks ago. We did.
Will you pull up the questions so we can? Because some people didn't label what the question was.
Oh. Like they just said the number?
Yeah.
So what we did was Chaos Court, and it was, who's on what team here.
Yes.
There was like my side and Kelly's side, and who's on
Which you guys
team.
did not come through for me with the cowboy boots. And
I was going to say, I'm like, what do you mean they didn't come through?
And I'm kind of stubborn, and so I was like, I don't care. I'm going to get him the cowboy boots, and I almost pressed order, and then I was just like, you know what? No. He doesn't want them. He doesn't want to wear them. I'm just not going to order them. It is what it is.
Hey, thank you all for helping out there because
you're about to make me press order.
I'm not trying to make you press order. I'm telling you, I don't want the cowboy boots. Like, why is it that if I don't want them, you want to order them? But if everybody else is like,
they almost convinced me. I was like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm going to do this. And then I was like, you know what? Why? Why? I'm fighting a battle for what? So anyways, I didn't order them for those of you who, I just asked one thing. I said, y'all, please come through. Please, everybody say for me to buy, and you guys didn't. But that's okay.
So, but I'm saying that if everybody had said buy them, then you would have bought them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. How come if I say I don't want them?
Because this was not how this went. You were this close. You were even trying them on.
I wasn't.
And you would not say no to them. And so I was like, this is his way of like, I don't like them, but I kind of am starting to like them. And I kind of want you to buy them for me, but I'm not going to admit it.
That's a very...
That's true. And so that's why I was going to order them. But I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. You don't get your boots that you kind of like now, and you're not admitting it.
I don't understand the cowboy boot. I look at the cowboy boot as extremely impractical. It doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable, the ones that I tried on that you asked me to try on.
It was comfortable after I took out the cardboard out of the toe that was in there.
No, it still wasn't comfortable. Like, I mean, it would need like an insole or something in there. They're just like, the bottoms of them aren't like contoured well. They don't feel good. Just saying. Anyways, and here's the thing. Like, she's neglecting the fact that we were in a store and she asked me to try them on. She was like, here, try the... I didn't like go around like...
I know some of y'all know Justin. And when he doesn't want something and he doesn't want to do something, he is a flat out no. It doesn't matter if it's sweet wifey asking. It is a flat out no. He tried them on because he was kind of interested. And now he's trying to act like he wasn't interested.
I can't with... I am completely saying no. I am like, no, I do not want them. I'm not wavered on that one bit. Not the day we were out, not in this podcast, not right now. I'm like, no, I do not want them.
This is not true.
You were hanging on to the fact that I tried it on because you asked me to.
And then I was like, so can I order some? And you would not say anything.
I was like, I do not want them. No, I was like, I do not want them. What did I say? I was like, and I'm trying to insult people with cowboy boots, but I'm like, I don't want to look like a 10-year-old boy. Like, I don't want cowboy boots. And so
that's what I said. Does so-and-so look like a 10-year-old boy? No, he looks good in them.
Right.
And so would you.
I'm not a country music artist. So I can't wear cowboy boots. I mean,
I've given up on the cowboy boots. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
I think y'all are with me on this one.
I'm done with it.
Like, you are hearing me say no.
I'm going to buy myself a cute pair of cowgirl boots.
That's fine. You look cute in cowgirl boots. You've got a pair you've been wearing, and I think they're super cute. And I totally encourage you to wear them. If I change my mind on the cowboy boots, I'll be happy to say, like, hey, I changed my mind. But, like, if I look at it right now, number one, they're super expensive. Over $100 for a pair of shoes.
They're on sale for $100 right now. And I found a pair for $50 that have 5-star reviews, thousands.
Okay, 50 is not as bad, but 100 and above to me for something that I'm like, I really don't think that I'm going to like this. I don't think I'm going to wear this. Like, I don't feel sometimes if you put something on, you feel confident, right? Like I put those on and I'd be like, I would feel self-conscious to walk around in those. And they feel very impractical. Like, I don't think I'm going playing kickball in the cowboy boots.
I know somebody who does play kickball in cowboy boots.
I mean, listen, I like to have, you're going from the guy that likes like skater shoes. I like Chucks and Vans and, I like canvas boat shoes. And, to take that and throw me in a cowboy boot, it's restricting.
Yes.
Here, put these cannons on your feet.
They're super cute.
Okay. Let's get to these comments, and we're going to wrap this thing up because we got a full day's work ahead of us. And we spent all of our time talking about our travels, even though we were planning on talking about this. So, hey, thanks for sticking along for 43 minutes to get to your comments from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're just off right now. That's it. We're just we veered a little. We're coming back. Sometimes you don't want to overcorrect too fast. Then you'll go shoot off the other side of the road.
Exactly.
So you got to bring.
And there's a lot more traveling in our future too. So
that's
we might have to take the podcast on the road.
We almost did that, and I kind of wish we had. We almost made an episode there. Took one of our afternoons or evenings and
Yep.
made an episode there. But we were so tired. We got up at 3 a.m. And then by the time we got there and then we went to that first dinner I went to that first dinner that first night, we got checked in and everything. It was like, we got up at 3 a.m. at home, and now it's, midnight there, and midnight there is 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning here. So it was like basically a 23-hour day.
Yeah.
And we were just so exhausted. We couldn't make it happen. So.
All right. So first comment on the list.
Okay. It's the Starbucks scandal. Ken Kelly by Starbucks when the kids are in the car. I'm pretty sure I lost this one. I saw lots of the comments.
I don't know. I think this was a 50-50. This one.
My view is like, hey, if the kids are in the car and you're stopping at Starbucks and they like Starbucks, then offer them Starbucks. Kelly's view. When we went over it in the last episode, I don't really have to go over all that. But Kelly's view is like, I can get Starbucks if I want, and it's expensive. I don't have to buy it for all the kids because they get stuff all the time, which is what I read from many other moms that are like, mom gets her coffee and no kids do not get any part of that.
Right. So Kate Hawes said Starbucks on a long road trip or special circumstances. I'll get my oldest a treat at the coffee shop. I'm just there for the caffeine, typically good black coffee. My other children don't do caffeine. They're too little. And we as a family don't do a lot of sugar. But the principle, yes, we stop and get a treat. If someone's not getting a treat, it's me by choice. So Team Justin.
Ooh. Kate Hawes, Team Justin. Yep. I did get one. Deb Duvall. I know she said something about it.
Not in this comment.
She didn't? Oh, I thought she did.
That's
scroll up a little further. I think she might have.
No, those are all Kate.
Oh, okay.
On other ones.
I thought I saw you said something on the
Rachel Carmichael, I'm Team Kelly 1 through 8. Still need to watch the last 2. So Starbucks, Team Kelly.
Wow. Tara,
Starbucks without the kids, selfish or survival. Kelly, slushes for everyone. Yes. Starbucks, nope, just for mama. Thank you, Tara.
That's 2 for Kelly, 1 for Justin. I'm telling you, I think I lose this one pretty bad.
Rebecca, our daughter, she Starbucks.
Oh, Rebecca's on Dad's team. Look at that.
Team Dad. I was raised by this stance. Laugh out loud.
So again, like that's the whole idea for me. If there's other people in the car, if I'm going to stop, then I'm stopping for everybody. And if I can't stop for everybody, then it's a no for me. Like I'm just like, well, I'm not going to get that.
Delilah Fox, Starbucks Team Justin. However, getting coffee and water, mamas get the coffee and water is free at Starbucks. So that would be Team Kelly.
I feel you said Team Justin, but Delilah, I feel like that's Team Kelly. So I think we're 2 and 2, which is what you said.
Yeah,
you're always
we're kind
right.
of split down the middle. What'd you say?
I said you're always right.
What?
You're always right.
Just kidding. I always say you're the one that's always right, which is true usually.
All right, we're 2 and 2. We're counting them here.
All right. Casey Rogers, she wrote hers down. I don't know if you guys look in the comments and see this girl. She's a girl after my own heart. Starbucks scandal. Team Kelly, 100%.
Kids, should I do you on this side? You're probably on this side.
Kids get special little things all the time.
3 to 2.
Thank you, Casey. I agree. Let's see. Laura Durand. Case 1, Team Justin. I think
but you spelled my name with a Y.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that in my whole life. That's the first.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, Justin with a Y. I almost want to say it to people. Just like, it's Justin with a Y. It's not though. Anyways, but we're 3 and 3. You said
I think it's rude,
50-50.
especially in a situation like you discussed.
Wow. Okay.
I disagree.
That's
lovingly.
Okay. I'm about to take the lead. Question
Gretchen Benningfield. Question 1, Team Justin.
4 to 3.
Kathy Presnell, you didn't say Team 1.
You're on the fence, but that counts as a no vote. I don't get to put it either place.
Sandy Weeks, Team Justin all the way, except for the fuel points.
Bam. 5.
Deb Duvall, Kelly, giving kids those drinks is giving them a direct line of cocaine. Mom can have her coffee.
I'm not sure about the cocaine thing, but I'm gonna go with 4 for Kelly, 5 for Justin. I feel like cocaine would have different effects. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I hear cocaine is like a stimulant, so like it makes you like speedy, and I don't know. I'm sure it has a lot worse though. Cocaine is
okay. I think when I'm saying effects, I think I mean like long-term.
Oh, for sure.
Effects of your.
They're
brain.
not even on the same.
Yeah, they're not even on the same thing. Like I mean,
but addictive and.
Okay. Yeah, and making you hyper or like you said, something. I could get the like direct
Yeah.
like changing your mood or something like that. I get that. But like one of them is like literally destroying your brain. And
I don't know if we should have done this though, because like I'm fasting and I really want some coffee and I don't do just black coffee.
Oof.
Jody Ballard, you betcha. I've watched every single episode. I love the 10 Cases of Chaos Court. It was a tie 5-5, but number one,
Kelly, we're back to 5
Kelly.
and 5. Catherine Cece, Kelly.
Yes.
6-5. Let's see if there's any others on there. Try to roll through them.
I want to read that one, but
I think we got 6-5. Oh, there's more. No, this one had a lot of comments. You got when Kelly said y'all didn't come through, I was like, they did come through. Y'all
that's it for that one.
Made a lot of comments. Kelly won, case won.
Yes.
6-1.
Yes.
Starbucks scandal goes to Kelly. And it's okay. I'm willing to lose on that.
Exactly.
Like I'm not trying to,
even though I don't get Starbucks anymore unless I get a gift card.
wink, wink.
Oh, shoot. Oh, goodness. All right. But I did find out really quick on this whole coffee thing. In our resort, I had a little espresso K-cup maker. I'm in love with it. I want to get one. So I'm putting it on my Christmas list.
I don't understand. We have a K thing in the...
But it does not make espresso. This thing, you have to have a certain speed to the water that shoots it through I'm telling you, and it even froths it. It is amazing. And it's less than $100. I'm just saying.
Except the other ones that were like $400.
Yeah.
So there's an $80 one
for sure, but I am never the type to be about the expensive one. But this thing is $80. You put this little bullet-looking K-cup in it, put it down, and it makes sure I am in love and I want one.
I mean,
I'm
fine with it. Like I'm okay with things like that. The $400 one feels a little bit extreme, and I'm not in love with like, right now we kind of have a run on like one-hit appliances. Like, we have a. It's like a waffle maker. Like all it does is make waffles. And you can try to claim you can make a panini, but ain't nobody making no panini on a waffle maker. Mm-hmm. We're all just making waffles.
Exactly.
And so like, we have like a waffle maker and we have now we've got this Ninja Creamy. It's a giant machine just to make
it. And it takes like 10 minutes to make your
just so that you can have to wait.
But it's healthy ice cream and it's delicious and you can make all these healthy ones that, oh my gosh, I'm addicted, you guys.
We should do an episode where we make some Ninja Creamy ice cream.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, the Ninja Creamy is really great. Like you can make high protein, low calorie.
And I would tell you the best recipes, but I'll save that because we are going to do an episode on this.
And you're fasting, and probably not.
It's probably not.
Probably not the best time to
it's like going to the grocery store, which I have to do today while I'm fasting. So wonderful.
Make a list. You got to stick to the list.
I am making a list, but
you got to stick to the list. Don't shake your head.
I just don't know if it's a good idea for me to go to the grocery store.
Well, let's order it. Let's order it and go pick it up.
I can't do that. I can't.
We can.
I cannot.
Can. Today we can. Today we can. We'll go shopping. We'll go shopping after.
Honey, I really can't.
I don't know. We just went on a trip. I don't know that we can afford for you to go in a fasted state.
Okay. Case number 2, the leftover law.
Okay.
Who do you think won this one just off the...
I think I won this one. The leftover law. I mean, I know I heard somebody say, Rachel said 1 through 8 was Team Kelly, but I'm just telling you that the leftovers, I feel like most people would agree with me. Just go ahead and get rid of them. Like, why are we saving those just to throw?
Do you want to tell them what I did in the airport really quick?
It's extreme. I'm telling you, it's extreme.
But no, I have reasons for this. So we went to that bistro in Montague, and I got a BLT.
And I got like a little salad. It was called the Trippy Hippie.
Because I wanted the Hippie Trippy, but I went in to order and I saw this table and they had a BLT and I was going to get pizza because I don't ever allow myself to have a pizza. And I was like, I'm on vacation. I can do what I want to do. And so I was like, I was going to get a pizza, but I was looking over and this table that I'm looking at when I'm ordering literally has the Trippy Hippie. They have a BLT and they have pizza. And so I'm like, what is this? And I was like, the pizza looks good, but that BLT looks better. And so
she tried to have me eat half the BLT.
Right. So I texted him and I was like, hey, if I get a BLT and the Trippy Hippie, do you want to split them?
But didn't want, first of all, the Trippy Hippie was gross. Okay. If you go to the Toast, whatever it's called, it was called
Toasted.
Yeah. Toasted in Montague. It was good. but the Trippy Hippie was not good. Like the rest of
The BLT was amazing.
BLT looked great, but I didn't want to eat before the plane because I'd thrown up before, and so I didn't want to eat it. So Kelly refuses to eat the other half.
I just couldn't eat the other half though.
Gets a to-go box.
Because I said, I don't know if we're going to have time in the airport.
I said, what are you going to do? You're going to take that home? You're going to fly that home and take it home till midnight? Like, what are you going to do with this?
I was going to eat it in the airport in between flights.
She put her to-go box of this BLT and a few fries, I think.
There was a few sweet potato fries in there.
She puts it in her bag.
In a plastic bag.
We carried it around for the rest of the afternoon. We get in the airport. And we're gonna like go through TSA, and then she's got a to-go BLT in this bag.
Oh goodness!
And then
I fully intended on eating it.
So then I kind of forgot that it was in there. You know, the day was long, and so we get near like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock that night. Our flight was delayed, and I like look at him like, "What is that in your bag?" She's like, "That's that BLT." I was like, "Well, go ahead, eat it. Go ahead. Let's see." I challenge that you're not going to eat that. What happened with the BLT?
I threw it away.
It had to get thrown away.
But only because we had a delay. If we didn't have a delay, I would have eaten it.
I don't know how it made any difference. The BLT's not going bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the...
Okay, so anyways, on to the answers.
Listen, my point is, why are we saving it to throw it away later? Just throw it away now.
If I was planning on throwing it away, I would, but I wasn't planning on throwing it away. Kate Hawes, leftovers. That's tomorrow's lunch. Ask my oldest. She's bringing spaghetti and
One
meatballs.
for Kelly.
Or some mashed potatoes. All right.
One for Kelly.
One for Kelly. She didn't say anything about it. 2 for Kelly because Rachel Carmichael.
Yep, she said 2.
Leftovers, fair game, or rightful ownership. Kelly. This is Tara Miller.
3 for Kelly. I told you. I thought you would. Well, I think I would win this one.
Yeah. Number 2 for Rebecca Walker.
Bam. Becca's on my team right now.
Leftovers, Team Kelly. That's Delilah Fox.
I'm going down, y'all.
Casey Rogers, leftovers, Team Kelly. We do not.
We're 5 to 1.
We do eat leftovers.
I don't think I can come back from this. I don't think there's enough.
Laura Duran, case 2, Team Kelly.
6 to 1, y'all. I'm out. This is over.
Gretchen Benningfield, Team Kelly. Team for question 2. Kathy Presnell, Team Justin.
That's what I'm talking about. At least we're 7 to 2 right now.
Debbie Duvall, Team Kelly for number 2.
8 to 2. I'm out. This one's lost. Lost cause. All right. Look.
Yeah, Jody Ballard, Kelly.
Hey,
leftovers. Sorry, Justin.
Jody, she's our Dano's contact.
Our Dano's girl.
Yeah. So I mean, it tracks. Like if you make something good with some Dano's and you're like, I don't want to throw it away. I get it. My point is not that I want to throw away food or be wasteful. My point is being realistic to whether or not we're actually going to eat it.
But it's a 50-50. I make stuff and use it the next day. So,
I just lost this 8 to 2. I would say that you actually eat the leftovers, or you actually throw the leftovers away 8 to 2. Like 2 times you'll eat them, 8 times you throw them. You don't throw them away. I have to throw them away 2 days later, 3 days later. There's almost like a somber, like I'm burying a little frog that the kids had or something when I throw leftovers away. Like there's this kind of like, oh, you're going to get rid of that? I'm like, it's been in there for a week. We're not going to eat it. It's not.
Oh, I swear.
We got to get through these. We got work to do.
Okay.
Let's see. The pillow fight president. Okay. I actually think this one might be 50-50. So I saw some of the comments coming through. This one was.
No, you won this one. I can tell you.
So this one was, do we go to bed angry? And I'm not saying that I go to bed angry. I'm just saying if we're spinning our wheels and we're not getting anywhere, then it's okay to just go ahead and go to sleep. We'll deal with this tomorrow. Kelly is like, I don't care if we're not getting anywhere, then we're not going to get anywhere for a while until we get somewhere. We're going to finally get somewhere. And so but
I will say, you guys' comments, you ladies' comments, they've switched me over and I have decided to just throw my hands up in the air.
All right, I'll pick a fight with you later and see if it'll work.
Yeah. I kind of just am like, whatever. Is what it is. Be mad then.
I feel like we've done good. Like we haven't had any fights in the last week that I could say like.
No, not on vacation.
I can't point to and say like, oh, well, what about this day? Like, were you mad or whatever?
Yeah.
I can't. I can't say that, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know the next time we have a little spat, and it's overnight. If it lasts, or if we're just like, let's go to bed. And then I'm just curious if you just go to bed, if you wake up the next day and feel a little bit better, and they're like, you know what, not that big a deal. He's not that bad. Okay, let's count them.
All right, let's see. She says implied emotions is the next one Kate put, but I don't think that's for a while.
No, that's not for a little bit. She just didn't comment on that one then.
All right, so date nights.
The mind reader is case 4. What she's calling implied emotions. I call it the mind reader mandate.
All right, so we have one for me, Rachel Carmichael.
Oh, don't go to bed mad. One for Kelly.
Tara Miller, going to sleep mad, wise or wrong, both. That's a tough one. Sometimes it's just better to sleep on it and come back to it. Just depends on how serious. So.
All right, we're gonna go 1 and 1.
So we have
2 and 1, but we put that one on both because she said
Rebecca Walker, dad. Sometimes the fight needs to just be continued the next day. Delilah Fox,
raise them up right.
Going to sleep mad, team Justin.
Whoa.
But she does say biblically Kelly is right.
Well,
we don't have time here. Do yours, because I'm telling you won this one. So
okay, all right. I want to say of that, like the biblical thing. Can I just try to put it in like one sentence?
Yeah, one sentence.
I think when the Bible says don't let the sun go down on your anger, it's not talking about like the sun actually setting and you're still angry. What happens if you get angry and the sun's already set? Do you have until the next sunset? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's not a logistical thing like that. It's really a means of saying, like, be quick to get over it. Like, be quick to forgive and be quick to make it right.
Yeah.
You know, like whichever way that is. It's not saying like, oh, you can't go to sleep because you were mad. Like, you're not allowed to go to sleep. I think.
Is this like a kid sentence, our kid sentence, where they're just you said you get one sentence and I just gave you a lot.
Okay. Good point.
I'm just kidding. But you're right. You're right. And I think you did win this one. So
I'm not trying to sermon the thing up. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think the Bible really meant like, don't go to bed if you're angry.
Right.
Like somehow going to bed and being angry are somehow correlated. I think sometimes there could be some anger. You could go to bed and that is okay. You're not doing something wrong or, you know.
I mean, that's to be discussed. I'm just saying I'm not going to go to bed, man. And I'm just going to be like, I don't care. I'm not fighting about this tonight. I would disagree with what you just said.
All right. What were we at? I think we were at 4-1.
Yeah.
4-2.
Casey Rogers. Yeah, 4-2. Casey Rogers, team Justin.
5-2.
She needs her sleep.
I got you.
Laura Durand, team Justin.
6-2. You're out.
Gretchen Benningfield, team Kelly.
6-3.
Kathy Presnell, team Justin.
7-3. It's feeling like pickleball.
Even Deb Duvall, team Justin.
8-3. I don't think you're coming back. I don't think there's enough here to
Team Justin, Jody Ballard.
Thanks, Jody. 9-3.
Catherine Cece, team Kelly. Nope, I'm sorry. Yeah, team Kelly, number 3.
You're still not coming back.
No, for sure. All right, so you won that one.
All right, number 4, the mind reader mandate. If Kelly feels like Justin is upset, but he says he isn't, should she take him at his word? I'm certain that I lost this because I know our demographic. And
or just that it's factual, you know?
All right, count them. Let's go.
I think even Becca was on. This was the only one she was with me on. Okay, Kate Haas, implied emotions, team Kelly. You better tell me straight up what's wrong or I'll guess wrong every time. I'm a terrible mind reader, but I'll always know when something is off.
Yeah, but I'm not trying. If it's not a matter of wanting you to read my mind, it's a matter of not wanting to fight over something that I know we're gonna.
Then don't make your face a certain way and don't be quiet and act a certain way. Either say it or don't.
Sometimes I don't want to say it though.
Then take it off your face.
That's impossible.
Then.
All right, go ahead. 1.
All right.
I told you I'm going to lose this one.
Rachel Carmichael, Kelly.
2.
Tara, both. That's a tough one. Oh, no. implied emotions. Trust the words or vibe, Justin. Give some time if it's something that y'all are serious and we'll talk.
I got one.
So you got one.
Bam. I didn't think I was going to get one.
I know. 4 from Rebecca Walker. Kelly, us women, no. Delilah Fox, implied emotions, Team Kelly, because us women just no. Casey Rogers, mind reader mandate, Team Kelly, women no, and want to fix it.
It's over. It's the landslide.
Laura Durand, Team Kelly.
6-1.
Gretchen Benningfield, Team Kelly.
7.
Kathy Presnell, Team Justin.
All right, Kathy.
Justin, I think that's what he's really saying is that although it may have caught him off guard and his expression shows it, if he thinks about it and realizes it really wasn't that important.
That's what I'm saying. If it was important, I would say it. If I'm saying it's not important, just trust me.
It's important enough to give silent treatment.
I never give the silent treatment. I might be quiet, but I'm not giving the silent treatment. I don't do that.
Right, quiet.
Yeah, I don't like.
So if there's a shift in the way you're being with somebody, and a shift, like there's definitely a hesitance to communicate. Girls don't like that. We don't like the friction between us.
I get that, and I understand that, but I'm also saying that, like, if I'm saying like it's not a big deal, then it's like it's not a big deal.
But it's a big enough deal for you to be quiet and to not be talkative or want to have a conversation.
But that just might be like I'm processing it. That just might be that I'm like dealing with the fact that it's like, okay, this is the way it is, or whatever. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to be a human being and have like wants or desires or something. Like, it's like, okay, I wanted it a certain way, and it's not going to be that way. And I understand that. So it's not a big deal. I don't want to fight over it. Maybe there's a little disappointment, or maybe there's a little, I don't know, like there might be some other thing there. And it's just like, I just want to take a moment to get past that. And
I just want to take a moment to
pull out,
not like it,
pull it out. Let's get it out.
Yep.
Let's get it out of there.
Deb Duvall, she's Team Justin in this.
Whoa. I don't know what our count was, but Deb, we're on the losing side.
Team 4, Jody Ballard Kelly.
Yep. It's okay.
Catherine CC, Team Kelly.
That one's over. All right. We got it. You won. You won the mind reader. All right. Case 5, fuel points. Look, y'all know where I stand on the fuel points. Like, save me some fuel points. Don't use all the fuel points every time that you go. So at least I feel like I'm getting something off. Kelly says we save the same amount of money no matter what, whether you use all the fuel points.
Who do you think won this one?
That's probably a tie. I think the reasonable side of people, because I see the reasonable side of it. That's like, if it's a mathematical equation of like how much you take off in the discount versus how many gallons you get,
you come to the same end point.
At the end of the month, if you were to do the math, I don't know if you'll come to the same end point, but they're going to be close enough that you're probably within nickels. That it's like not enough to banter over. But there's an emotional side to it that says I spend more on groceries than I do on a mortgage, and so
emotional side to it. You're so cute.
But right now there's so much in fuel points for this month. We need to take our friends out and fill their gas tanks up to use them. I don't know.
Do you guys hear that?
I don't know if we're gonna.
He's offering to take our friends out to.
Well, like
we can't buy $100 boots.
Hang on, like you pay for your fill up, but I'll give you my discount. So like that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I can't use $1.25 at a time. Are you hearing what he's saying? I can't use $1.25 at a time. But he's saying
this is the first time I've ever thought.
Let's go use it.
Hang on.
Another.
But there's two things. We traveled for a week.
But I'm all about that. Like, come share our discount.
What I'm saying is we traveled for a week, and we just figured out we were messing up the 4 times fuel points. We thought we were getting 4 times fuel points at Kroger because we were shopping on Friday. But you got to click a little button, which I don't know if you've seen.
Digital coupon.
Some people have been not email, but direct messaging us on Instagram on Fridays and telling us, don't forget to click your digital coupon. I've seen like 3 of them.
You guys are so cute. I love y'all so much.
Anyways, last month we clicked the digital coupon. We went from having like 4,000 fuel points.
We have 10,000
for a month. We had over 10,000 fuel points for last month. And so then we were at empty and we used the whole $1.25 early in the month. We used the whole $1.25 because I saw how many points we had. We used the whole $1.25 and filled up from empty, and it used 1,000 points. We went from over 10,000 to a little over 9,000. And I was like, we have 9 more fill-ups between now and the end of October.
Yeah.
And then we were gone for a week. So I think there's still like 8,000 points on there. Mm-hmm. I don't know that we're going to have 8 fill-ups in 2 weeks, which is where I'm like,
we should let the kids.
Yeah, I should probably let the kids before I let you guys come use my $1.25 off on gasoline. But it does feel good when you see the pump go down to like $1.68 or something.
It kind of feels as good as when you use $1.25 at a time.
But when it takes me to zero at the end of the month, then like I have no discount. I bought all those groceries last month and I get no discount now.
I get that.
Then anyways, all right, count them. Let's
right.
Let's get it quick because it's like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, Kroger fuel points, the only rule, blah, 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 blah. She didn't really vote on that. Kate didn't vote on that.
Kate, we don't know what to say.
Deb
We're gonna give it to
Duvall.
Team Justin.
Kelly's right on the math, but there is satisfaction in watching the discount share the fuel.
Tied again.
So, tied again. Rachel Carmichael, Team Kelly.
Kelly's up by 1. I just need one of y'all to be on
Tara
the side to tie it back
Miller.
up.
Who owns them? Oh, Kroger Fuel Points. Who owns? Kelly. Wouldn't matter to me, but she said Kelly.
Man. Just 2. I gotta get 2 just to catch back up. I said this would be even.
Becca Walker, Team Kelly.
3, man.
Delilah Fox, Team Justin.
All right, okay. Back. We're still down 2.
Casey Rogers, Team Kelly.
Down 3.
Laura Duran.
Hey, Laura. So first you spelled my name with a Y. You said
She's so cute.
You said Justin with a Y, which I'm not against, to be honest. But then on question 5, you called me Jeremy. That's fine. I don't mind. People do this all the time live, like when they're.
I know you for years.
Yeah, they look me in the face and call me a different name. Josh is a popular one.
Yeah.
Jason is another really popular one. Jeremy's not common. I don't get called Jeremy a lot. But to type it, that takes some dedication to the name. So kudos for being on my team. I appreciate that. So she said Team Jeremy, and
so you don't get it. She didn't say Justin.
Oh, get out of here! I get that. If she had said Team Karen, I would have given it to you because it's a K.
I'm just so funny.
All right, it's mine.
All right.
We're still down 2.
Gretchen Benningfield, Team Justin.
Down 1. One more ties it up.
Kathy Presnell. Question 5.
She says neither.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna have a tiebreaker.
No, what's that?
Oh, Sandy, Team Justin all the way, except fuel points.
Oh, come on. See,
Deb Duvall,
close.
tie.
Then we're still down 2. 5, Kelly, down 3. Jody, thanks for being the tiebreaker.
Jody,
right.
Love you even more than I already did, and I already love you.
Whatever. So. Look, the team thing. If you guys don't know what's going on right now, you got to go back and watch the last episode.
All right, what are we on next?
Go watch episode 27.
Let's shoot through this. All right, case 6, the date night debate.
Kelly wants a date night once a week. I say that.
I think I actually lost this one, and I'm kind of a little upset about that, but that's okay. Only because they say like even our walks in the morning consider a date. Totally not there. No, I want to be taken out on a date. I don't care if it's a picnic, but it's not a walk.
But if I took you out on a walk, that would count.
If it includes like you packed us a picnic, sure.
It doesn't even have to be bad practice. If I see, this is my point. Like if it's not a dedicated, set aside, pre-planned, then it doesn't count. This is my point. If I looked at you and I said, "Let's go hike. Let's go for a hike. Let's go over here. I'm gonna pick you up at such and such time. We're gonna go over here to Beckley Park and we're gonna go for a hike." You would count that as a date.
Yes.
Because right. So it doesn't have to have the picnic. But if we walk in the morning and we go on a 1 hour walk, not a date.
No.
Because it wasn't pre-planned. That's my point. If
it is pre-planned. I know every day that we're going on a walk in the morning. That's not a date.
The anger out of your eyes when you said that.
All right, let's see what the jury has to say.
I feel like I could see the eye roll coming. Like it was like the eye roll was getting ready to happen. It's not a date.
All right, Kate Haas, date night's core issue. Women are designed to be pursued. Plan a little, make the effort. Date nights keep things fresh and change the of scenery. A little excitement goes a long way. Your wife wants to be a priority. Team Kelly all the way. Best comment. on this question.
I just want to be clear. I totally agree with that. I'm not saying we shouldn't have a date night. I'm saying that other things can count as dates, even if it is spontaneous. And even if it is just like off the cuff, we're doing one thing and then we did this other thing, still a date.
I'll let that one speak for itself.
Whatever.
That was an award-winning comment. Kate, I'm pinning an award to your shirt right now.
Team Kelly 1. Go on. We know Rachel was 1 through 8. She was you, so that's 2.
Tara Miller. Date nights, weekly requirement or optional? Both. As long as is spending time one-on-one, even walks can count.
And then that puts us 3 to 1. She said both.
Yeah. What are we on? Number 6?
Yep.
Team Kelly from Becca.
4 to 1. I didn't think I was going to win this one.
So she's almost split. A little bit more you, but she's almost split down the line. Delilah Fox. Date nights, Team Justin, because again, with 12 children, even going for a drive-through and sitting in the car alone seems nice.
9 kids. But I get what you're saying.
And she said, but Kelly Y'all's relationship is still newish, still newlyweds. Date nights are very important.
Wait, does that mean both?
No, she said Team Justin. That was her answer.
Sweet, Team Justin. Did she say Justin?
Yes.
She spelled it with a Y?
Yeah, no, that's not her.
Oh.
Delilah Fox. She's the one that has 12 kids.
Oh, Delilah has 12 kids.
Yes.
I thought she was saying we had 12.
She does.
We have 9, but
yeah.
Okay. Oh man, 12 kids. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And you should see her family picture. It's so cool.
We need to adopt some more.
Casey Rogers, number 6, date night debate. Team Kelly. Laura Durand, she's the one, and she called you Jeremy. This one,
number 6.
Case number 6, Team Jeremy. It's nice when couples can afford or have time for weekly date nights. However, I hear Kelly's point too, especially in a situation you were in with having.
But you said Team Jeremy, so it's coming my way.
It is. Gretchen Benningfield, Team Justin.
Bam! This is 4 to 5. Oh boy.
Kathleen Presnell.
Is it Kathleen? I think it's Kathy.
Kathy. I said Kathy Presnell.
I thought you said Kathleen.
No, Kathy Presnell.
Go back and watch this. I think she said Kathleen Presnell.
Question 6, team. She said question marks. I agree. Men should make it a point to date their wife. I agree. She needs the excitement to feel that her husband wants to be with her. It's intentional. I don't agree. It has to be weekly. That would be nice, but I don't think it's a reality. Weekly should not make it feel special as monthly would. Weekly would feel like more of a habit. So,
but you didn't give a vote, so I can't.
No,
we're still 5 to 4. You could have just said Team Justin.
Sandy says Team Justin all the way except fuel points. So
5 and 5.
Deb Duvall, Team Justin.
6-5. We're
realistically focus on 2 a month.
Yo, we're up 6 to 5.
Jody Ballard, Team Justin.
7-5. It's coming down.
Catherine Cece, Team Justin.
8-5. You ready to call it?
I already said you won this one. Date nights, Team Kelly from Nancy.
There was the one that said yes to a live.
Shelly.
Shelly, I'm sorry we didn't get to go live.
I know.
But we didn't, there wasn't really enough talk about it.
She was the only one. And then we got a personal message from
April.
Yes.
Yeah, April said on a direct message that she wanted us to go live.
Yes.
So those 2, but it wasn't enough.
So you won that one, but he didn't actually win that one because I'm still asking to be taken on a date every week. Like there's no.
No, it's not. I mean, it's okay to lose.
I can buy myself flowers.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
We said, hey, let's make this like 1 hour, like a 1 hour podcast, and we're getting off here.
That's not happening.
We gotta roll through this. We gotta go.
Number 7. What is the
exit announcement? Is it wrong for me to leave the room?
I lost this one
without announcing where I'm going.
Do you want me to go through it because I lost it?
I mean, just give me a
highlights.
Quick. Give me the highlights.
Okay.
Like just Justin Kelly. Hit me with him.
Kate, let's see. She might have answered down the line, but she stopped at 6.
Okay.
All right.
It was a long podcast.
Rachel Carmichael, Team Kelly.
Thanks, Rachel.
Tara Miller. Justin. Sorry, Kelly.
Bam. You don't have to be sorry, Tara. It's okay for me to leave the room without announcing where I'm going.
Rebecca Walker, Team Dad.
Bam.
Delilah Fox, Team Justin.
That's 3.
Casey Rogers, Team Justin.
4. 4-1.
Laura Duran, Team Justin with a Y.
I like it. We're back to it. Bam, Justin with a Y. It's better. I used to have a guitar student. I used to teach guitar. I taught these people for like 8 years, maybe longer, maybe actually close to 10 by the time it was over. And they would always put on my check, Justine with an E. Justine Walker.
People still do that on comments on here.
And I would tell them, I'm like, there's no E, just so you know, like there's no E on my name. And then next month, Justine again.
I think they were making a point to you. They were not happy with you.
They were with me for 10 years.
They were like, unfortunately, we have to send them to the best, and we don't like the best.
All right, I think I won this one.
Yeah, I told you that. I said, do you even want me to do it? You want it hands down. Gretchen Benningfield, Team Justin.
6.
We're on number 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The exit announcement.
Kathy Presnell, Team Justin.
7. Or was that 8?
Deb Duvall, Justin.
Because it's reasonable.
Good for you. Jody Ballard, Team Justin. Catherine Cece, Team Justin.
And we're not talking about leaving the house here. We're not talking about like I'm getting in the car and driving an hour away and didn't tell anybody where I was going. We're talking about, like going to the backyard.
I am who I am.
Going to the garage, like getting a screwdriver,
That's being a little absurd. I do not ask you about this was you left the room and you went and did a bonfire without me.
It was not a bonfire.
It was a bonfire. Next question. Case number 8.
I burned the boxes that were in the garage.
The text response timeline. I think this is either a tie or I won this one.
Yeah, that I don't respond to text messages fast enough, but Kelly can see that I've read them, but I didn't respond. Sometimes I feel like they don't need a response. It's like I'm dealing with this other thing right now, so I'm gonna deal with that. And Kelly's like, but I saw that you read it. How hard is it? Just go ahead and send me a message.
It is not hard, and yeah.
But one word answers aren't acceptable because then it looks like I'm mad, and then there's something off. So
sure. When somebody says, what do you think about going out and doing this tonight?
Sure.
That is very uninterested. And that should have been one of these questions. I'm posing that question right now
we're gonna have a follow-up.
in the middle of this podcast.
We're gonna have
I need to know, leave it in the comments.
Sure.
What do you guys think about the word sure? Let me put it into context for you. You're dating somebody and you say to them, what do you think about getting together tonight? You want to go out and go do something? And their response is sure.
With an exclamation point.
There's no exclamation point. He says that sure automatically has one of those, but it does not. So sure. You guys just tell me in the comments. If you guys think I'm wrong, that's fine.
Y'all have already seen if you think she's wrong, she's going to stick to her side. She's not coming around.
That's not true. I'm not going to go to sleep caring anymore. So I need to know what you guys think about if somebody were to pose that question to you and then they say sure.
Sure. It means like yes. It's another way of saying yes.
So why don't you say yes?
Because I said sure.
Yes has 3 letters. Sure has 4.
I never saw.
Sure does not mean. You guys let me know in the comments. That's all.
I don't understand. Like, if I'm like, that's a sure thing. Like, that's surely going to happen. Like,
that's different. Of course, you can say it's surely going to happen. But when somebody asks you, do you want to go out tonight? And your response is sure.
Is it an affirmative?
Would you like to go with me to the concert?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes. You keep trying.
I've asked this in person to so many people, so many women, and women across the board all said to me, and that's absolutely a disinterested response.
If you give a voice inflection to it and go, sure. Like, yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's my two-part to this question. If somebody lets you know that you feel like they don't want to, if they say sure, do you continue to use that word? Just that word, instead of saying yes, if you want to. Yes or no. Yes or no. And you continue to say sure in most times, because then there's times that are, yeah, I would love to.
I saw a post the other day that said, never mind. A little something about archaeology.
Oh, so now I use the word sure with him. He'll be like, do you want to do this? And I really don't want to do it. And I'm like, sure.
Wait, see, you're saying it because you don't want to do it. So if you're saying it because you don't want to do it, then there's a difference in that. You're like, sure. Like that is like, okay, I don't really want to do this, but I'll do it even though I don't want to. But if somebody says, sure, like that has a total...
Sure, if you look in the Webster's dictionary, it will say, doesn't really want to do it, but they're doing it because they don't want to fight or because they don't want to get into a whole debate of why they don't want to do it. So they're going to say sure.
They don't do that. And then number two, the second thing I would say is for the longest time, I really honestly, I thought this was like a banter joke between a couple. Like I did not realize you were being so serious about the word sure until later. And then once I found out, then I was like, you can't do that. Like you can't just rewrite a word. That's not what I meant.
He does say this too. He's like, you can't redefine a word. You can't.
If the word is an affirmative, I mean, it would be like saying if I said yep, I say yep all the time. If somebody says something to me, I will say yes, sir, yep, sure. Like these are things that I will say to just make a quick response without, like my way of saying that is like I don't either have like a strong opinion about it or yes, I want to do this, but I don't have time to get into a deeper conversation. So it's a one word response. Yes, sure, okay. All of those mean the same thing. Do you want to go? Okay.
Sure is committing and saying you'll go.
Yes. It's an affirmative.
But sure is a way of saying you don't really want to, but you have decided you're going to do it. No. Absolutely.
No.
Because you could just say yes. How come sometimes you say, I would love to? Yes, I would love to.
Because I'm trying to not upset you by saying sure.
Then why do you use it after that? To upset me?
No.
And to let me know that you really don't want to?
I would never do that. Like I would not purposefully try to upset. I would pick on you. Like I do. Like when I thought we were bantering, so I thought it was like picking. Like I thought it was like a flirty. Like
I think at one point it was.
It was totally. It was like it was like
now when I say sure back to you.
It was like a flirty way of like, an inside joke between the two of us to say like, sure, like knowing that you're gonna like. But then when I realized that it was like a serious, like you were seriously thinking that I didn't want to do something because I said sure. But then there is the problem of just like force of habit. Like in my mind, I still to this day do not see sure as a bad thing unless I'm talking to you. Like if I'm talking to other people, I say sure all the time and don't think anything of it because it's an affirmative word. It sounds to me, in my mind, it sounds like, sure, yeah, I'm down for that. Maybe it means I wasn't thinking that, like my mind wasn't going in that direction, but yeah, that's a good idea. I'll take some popcorn, like.
Yeah, I could see sure being a popcorn thing because, it's just like, sure, yeah, I'll eat some. But when someone is asking you, would you like to go out later?
Babe, we're going to hit a 2-hour podcast again.
That's okay. Just like going to sleep at night.
Timeline response.
Okay if we say here and go.
Timeline response is where we ended. Number 8.
All right. So we said Rachel Carmichael.
Yeah, she was 1 through 8. Yeah.
Tara Miller. Kelly. Team Kelly.
On the timeline, okay.
Rebecca Walker.
Kind of thought I'd win this
Team
one.
Kelly.
Oh boy.
I'm with somebody who hates socials and texting. Laugh out loud.
I'm at 3-0. It's not looking good.
Delilah Fox. Text message Team Justin. My phone stays on silent, so you're lucky if I even read my messages.
3-1.
Now my husband better respond to mine quickly. He does that, and sometimes it's a little risque. So you literally just said Team Justin, but then said, but your husband better respond. So my husband doesn't have to respond to mine, but your husband has to respond to yours.
Doesn't matter if she said Team Justin.
She did.
We're taking that point.
She did.
Team Justin's taking that point.
Casey Rogers, text message response, Team Justin.
I think that's 4. Wow.
Laura Durand, Team Kelly, answering a spouse message should be prioritized as much as possible. I agree.
Tied up.
Gretchen Benningfield, Team Kelly.
Up by 1. I'm surprised she's only up by 1. I thought for certain.
Kathy Presnell, Team Kelly. I deal with that constantly. My husband will read it.
Down by 2.
Read it on his watch and say to himself that he will answer me later, but then he forgets.
All right, that's reasonable. I do that too sometimes. I look at my watch, see it there, and then
Deb Duval, Team Justin. He will answer when he can. He's on your team.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like if we're on this,
I feel like he's on your team. Deb, that spoke to me in other situations that me and him have. Like, I thought about that and I was like, he is on my team. So there are other things that I'm not going to discuss on the podcast that I'm like, he is on my team, so, but with this one, I disagree.
Well,
so
if I could just on that real quick, I think that the point there being that like I'm not responding to you because I'm annoyed or don't want to answer or think less of you. But in my mind, I'm like, we're on the same team here. And like you of all people recognize how busy things can get and how wild things can get. And if you see that I've looked and I didn't answer, there's probably a reason. It wasn't just like I'm being dismissive, but it's, there was something else going on and I'm just having to weigh in my mind, which one can I chime in on right now? And okay, this one dealing with, dinner later tonight. I can get to that in a minute because right now I've got this fire I'm trying to put out over here. That's what I'm saying.
You're only trumping me because yes, you're right. And when there's a fire to put out, I am totally with you. But I can tell you personally, I have seen times that you make sure you answer certain people back all the time and you're on it and not for me. So that makes me feel a certain way. And
for that, I can try to do better. To send, and I feel like I have been. Like there's been a couple of times since our podcast, I've consciously told myself like, oh, like don't put that aside right now. Like send a message back like right now. Said like don't wait because that feels insulting. And I'm not trying to be insulting with it. Like never is it that. I just feel like she'll understand. Like she'll get it. And, maybe that's wrong. And that's probably how couples end up in couples therapy later, because they assume that.
I appreciate your efforts, though. I really do. When you see something that bothers me, I really do appreciate it that
we try to get there.
That you make.
Yeah. I feel like we do a good job being on the same team.
Yeah.
We're still
overall.
A couple. We're still humans, but like we do a good job of being like, hey, like, I'm trying to be here for you.
Yes.
One way or another.
I completely agree.
But I feel like the text response, we're back to like 3. You're up by 3. I think I'm.
Jody Ballard, Team Justin.
Come on, Jody, bring it back.
Team Justin from Catherine Cece.
Down by 1. We're about to tie this thing up. I thought it was over. I was about to call it. This is why you don't call it early.
Exactly.
Up by 1. You won that. She won that, but that wasn't a landslide. Up by 1. All right. This is the one I really want to get to the most. The cowboy boots, number 9.
You won this one, so it's just like I'm not getting them. Y'all won. Hands in the air.
Was there anybody?
He's not getting cowboy boots.
Who was like, go get him cowboy boots, even though he doesn't want them? Who said it?
Well, let's get there.
All right, let's look at it. We don't have to count them. You're saying I won. That's fine, but I want to know who was team.
I know. I got to go through this to see.
Right.
Rachel Carmichael didn't get there.
Yeah.
Tara Miller.
Tara's got
fashion, freedom, or family duty. Both. Maybe wear them on a date night. So that was a tie.
And it feels like a tie, but that feels like Team Kelly because that would be like you getting them, even though I'm saying I don't want them.
Yes.
Like if I'm going to go,
I would agree, but she did not say. She said both, so we have to consider that a tie.
I would say that if I was going to go spend $50 on shoes, I'm going to go get a pair of Vans.
And then some of these, you guys said, oh, he shouldn't be forced to wear something. I'm not forcing him to wear anything. We're in a discussion of like, he likes something. And so I'll do that. I'll do that for him because I know he likes it, even though I'm uncomfortable in it, or I don't feel attractive in it and because of my own insecurities, but I'll do it because my husband said it looks good. And I'm like, I want him to be like, he looks good. And he always looks good to me. Don't get me wrong. But I was like, we were in the discussion and that's how it got brought up. And I said, cowboy, I would love to see him in a pair of cowboy boots. He wore a cowboy hat at during VBS.
Oh,
and it was just a joke thing. Oh, I was telling everybody that was next. But he was wearing a cowboy hat and I'm like, oh my word. Like, please.
It's a slow drip.
Please put on a cowboy hat. Just every once in a blue moon. I'm not forcing him to do anything. And this isn't me making him to be something he's not. Cowboy boots are just a very like good looking thing. There's men's dress shoes. I call them sexy shoes. I'm going to use that word on here. I call them sexy shoes because to me, I love men's dress shoes like the brown camel. Oh, I love them. I think they are top notch. He wears them.
Sometimes she calls them my sexy shoes before church. She's like,
let's not even get into that.
I'll say, what shoes should I wear? And she'll be like, your sexy shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love them. And that's how I feel. I feel about boots too.
They're just brown shoes.
I know they're sexy shoes. It's like cologne. Cologne is sexy.
I don't get that.
All right.
The shoe thing. Anyways,
I'm trying to find the cowboy boot person.
Here's what I say though. I think what I said earlier is probably the best comment towards that, which is that like I would not be confident in a pair of boots. I would be very not confident. What's the word I'm looking for? Insecure. Like I'd be very insecure to be like, oh, I'm walking around in a pair of cowboy boots. It would feel very, and I'm already very conscious about feet anyways. Tell me if I'm telling a lie here. If there's a picture, I don't like feet being in the picture. I crop the picture to crop my feet out, or do I not?
You do.
And then on top of that, like I don't really love to run out in public because I kind of walk duck-footed and it's like in my head that like somebody's
You're going to see my husband running. Don't you dare say anything about his duck
I just
feet.
can imagine like some construction worker like on his way to work and I'm outside for a run and he's like, look at this dope.
You don't run duck-footed, babe.
I feel like I do. You don't. Anyways.
But here is the one.
Look, we've all got insecurities. Okay.
Case
my feet
9,
are one of them.
Team Kelly. Cowboy boots are nice. I know that a lot of men that wear them that don't have cows in their backyards. I think it would be a kind gesture to wear them on occasion since your wife wishes that. That's it. Thank you, Lauren, for seeing the way I see it. I am not trying to change my husband. I am not trying to force him to wear anything that he doesn't want to wear. I just think it's attractive. And I wouldn't have pushed this far if I'm telling you in the store, he was borderline. And it was like that. He didn't want to admit it, that he was kind of flipping his mind. I'm telling you, he is a yes or no person. He will tell you flat out. It doesn't matter if you cry afterwards. He's honest to a fault. And he did not, I'm telling you. And so I even told people at the school, I was like, I have him this close, you guys. He didn't say no. I'm going to order them. And that's the only reason I took it this far. If he was like I hate them. I don't want to wear them. I'm not comfortable in them. They're ugly. I would just be like, okay, he doesn't like cowboy boots. I'm not even going to, but I'm telling you, he was this close. And then I got him in public on national, social media.
Yeah.
And he changed his
platform of social media. Okay. Hair extensions. Should Kelly be able to get hair extensions? Oh gosh, there's no way I win this. That's got to be a landslide in the other way. The cowboy boots was a landslide.
I think there is a couple on your side though. But like I said, when we asked this question, I said, it doesn't matter what anybody says, I'm going to get extensions. If it affects my confidence to a point where like.
Wait, your confidence is affected?
Yes.
Like boots?
No. Not like we dropped the boots. I'm not even. In fact, if you get a pair of boots, I'm going to throw them in the trash.
Oh, you can't do that.
I know. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying.
Then I'd be really upset.
I'm just trying to be dramatic.
Because like, what if I found a pair at like Goodwill and they were like $8? Then I'd probably be like, okay, I'll get the.
You
boots.
would not buy boots from Goodwill. I
not.
Buy shoes from Goodwill.
Yeah,
he would not.
Probably not. I mean, you'd have to.
You wouldn't even wear clothes from Goodwill.
You'd have to fumigate those boots.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other problem with boots. I'm like, there's got to be an odor that's getting built up, and there's no release. There's no.
They're completely open up on the top. Sneakers are not.
Up on the
Those
top
are
of
tied.
The cannon. No, I mean sneakers. Like the fabric is breathable. I'm like, there's nothing breathable, and there's no holes penetrated. And most of the time, they're trying to make them some sort of waterproof or whatever. So, no, like that kind of that's a smells like Smell like wet grass got left on the bottom of the lawnmower.
Disagree. But hair extensions, let's just see if we haven't. We just got to add them up because this is what we've been doing.
Add them and we close this thing out.
Yes. All right, Tara Miller. Joint decision or personal, Kelly. I think that when you've always had thick hair and it goes thin, shorter, it can be tough. I would love to get extensions, but my hair has always been thin on the thin side, so I tell myself no. Also, you guys have a lot of people to meet with, events, social media, streaming, and I myself would want to look and feel my best.
It's reasonable.
Yeah. Becca Walker, Team Kelly, do what makes you feel the best. Delilah Fox. Hair extensions, Team Kelly. Our hair is sacred, and if it makes her feel beautiful, it doesn't matter what it costs. Make it happen. I love you.
Have you seen the cost, though?
Cost is $1,300. So we're transparent, and
it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, and that's a year. And then every 3 to 4 months, I have to get it moved up, and that's $175 with tip.
Like $250.
It's not $250. It depends on level of stylist, but I always go for the lower stylist. That way, I don't have to pay the $250.
Well, anyways.
All right, but hold on.
For the year, like the one-time cost is $1,300.
And I will just throw out there, I have taken over for over a year now, cutting the boys' hair. I cut Justin's hair. I cut all of our sons' hair. And so I save them I think it's 100.
I used to spend $100 once a month to go get me and all the boys.
So that's $1,200 that he no longer has to spend because I cut all of the boys' hair. And Phoebe's, like if she wants it. She hasn't wanted it cut lately, so I haven't cut it. But so $1,200 a year I have saved him. That, guess what? Now I can get extensions at $1,300. Am I right or am I right? There is no arguing that.
Am I right?
You'd still be paying $1,200 a year. But I went to hair school. If I knew how to do my own extensions, y'all, I would do my own extensions.
But hang on. If we were going to do that, no, never mind. That would be not a good conversation. We're not. There are other costs being incurred.
For sure.
In the last year.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
But that goes both ways down the road.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can't look at and say, well, like we've saved on this, cutting their hair. And then that means, so if I apply that to my hair cutting, like it doesn't, I don't think that those two things translate.
Oh, I do. But it doesn't matter because no matter what, I want to get hair extensions.
And I'm down for that. Like I want you to feel good and I want you to love your hair and I want you to feel confident. And so I want all those things for you. But it's still like it's a big amount to swallow. I mean,
it is.
Like
I would agree with that.
I needed a computer earlier this year, and that's what I spent on a computer to be able to do what we do here, which brings in income. And it was like I hear the thing about like you're on podcasts and things like that. And I agree with that. Like you don't want to be putting yourself in front of other people and then doing things that make you feel self-conscious in front of them, like boots. And so, I can say that like I can agree with all of those things, but still $1,300 for hair is, in my opinion, is a lot of money.
Yes.
Like, that's a piece of furniture. That's a couch.
For sure. But I have also not said, which he won't let me. He does not want me to go out and work. But I have said, I will go out and do whatever I have to do. No, I won't. That sounds really bad.
No, she means like she'll go like
DoorDash.
Yeah, before she's like DoorDashed or waited tables or something. And I'm like, I don't want my wife going out and waiting tables for your hair extensions. I mean, if it was going to come down to that, I'll go wait tables and get you the hair extensions. Like I'm not going to send you out to go work outside of home. Like there's high expectations here. Like we have a lot of kids and a big house and a lot.
Which is why I offer to say I will go out and because I know it's an extra. It's not something. It's not a necessity. It's not like food that one has to have to survive. I get that, but it is something that is like top of the list important to me, and so I would go out and.
But I have seen I just will say that, like, I've seen your pictures without the extensions, and I'm like, your hair does not.
Well,
look
yeah, I
bad.
moved here without extensions. I didn't start getting them until a year after I moved here.
And right, and you love them, but from the day that you got them, when you told me what they cost, I was like, and you'll never be able to get rid of them. I know you, like, I know your personality. You're once you have something that you like if it's a food thing, like Kelly loves smoothie bowls, but it can't just be a smoothie. It's got to be acai. So we've got some passion fruit. You can do it. Can't have a smoothie bowl with passion fruit. No
I
way.
get stuck on something.
Yeah, you once you're in it, that's the thing. That's the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Whether that's a place to go or hair. So when you got those hair extensions, I'm like, well,
there goes that.
There goes that. You're going to spend that every year.
Yep. But you knew it when you got down on one knee.
Okay, guys. Thank you for all the comments that you all made over this podcast. I think that you guys really turned out. Kelly's wanting to get back on the hair extension thing. I can feel it. She's got some more.
Well, no, just because Casey Rogers, she said Team Kelly on the hair extensions, and she wants them also. So she needs some info regarding this. I'm going to get you over that info, Casey, because my girl is wonderful. And
I can help out too on the financial side. Just if you go sell your car or refinance your house.
That's inexpensive though, $1,300, because the place that I was going to go get them, and which is where I usually go kind of, is $2,500. And so
plus a tip.
Yeah. So you're looking at $2,800. And so
I usually tip people $300 too.
When it's over $2,000, you kind of
a
necessity.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do. I like when I go out to restaurants. I'm like, surprise, bam, $40 just turned into $340.
But anyways, so she's really good, does a great job, and I will get that information over to you. And anybody else who wants to know, I would love to give my hair girl some
Listen,
business.
I got to warn you. You just caused a lot of flack on yourself, because those who are not for you on the hair extensions, hearing how much they cost,
that's okay.
Listen, they're going to come at you.
They can come at me. And then
you spend what?
Yeah.
On your hair? I mean, listen, you're a grown woman and you can spend what you want on what you want.
That's right.
We're not hurting anything.
I'm not asking for financial assistance from anybody. It's not like I can't pay my light bill, but then I'm going to get hair extensions.
But if there's somebody who wants to sponsor the podcast, you could help with the hair extensions.
Yeah, you could.
We need some more of that. That's a thing,
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we need some more of those.
And not just for my hair extensions.
No,
just
we talked about that in the beginning when you were all feisty.
Yeah.
Notice as the morning has progressed, we've perked up a little. We're a little better.
That's because laughter is truly the best medicine.
Yes.
Not the best.
And
the
that's,
Lord
you know
is,
what? And that's what I love about our little Happy Chaos podcast going on right here.
Yes.
That's why I just like to start tuning in and just love it. I love laughing, and even about the hard things.
Yeah, I agree.
Or expensive things. So Casey, just refinance your house.
Stop. That woman carries other people's babies for them. You get yourself some hair extensions, girl. Seriously.
You can, like I said, sell a car, kidney. Maybe you can sell a kidney. I'm sure that's probably worth about $1,300.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Yes. And don't get too angry with me, y'all. I like hair extensions.
Oh, now she's getting nervous.
I'm not nervous.
She's thinking about it. I don't know why I just decided right at the end of the still.
I don't think anybody is really that mad at me for getting hair extensions. And if they are, I don't know what to say. I could probably name a few, but I could too.
Yeah, see, now that you're thinking, you start thinking about it. Yeah. No, let's get back to feisty side. Let's end on a good note. Thank you all for tuning in to Happy Chaos.
And we love you. Thank you for all your comments, for pouring your time. Because seriously, that was a lot of questions to answer and go through. And for watching our silly podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
There was one thing that y'all missed though. And here's what I would leave you with for this week.
Yes.
There are some of you that are you watch every episode, you watch the whole thing. So you've made it to the end.
Yes.
And so here's what I would give you. Well, one of the things we wanted was to hear your all's things.
Yes.
Your husband, wife, or your family things that's like, who's right here?
Yes.
And then we would get to judge.
So even if you only have one each, I mean, that would be enough to get through with each of you having one each. But if you've got a couple, put them down there, and we're going to pull some, and we're going to do a show on our opinion.
Right. So last time we said, like, here's our things. Yes. You all judged. Now what we want to hear is your things.
And you might bring something up that we didn't think of that we're like, oh, we go through that too. Like the shore thing.
I was going to say the shore thing was supposed to be on the next podcast because we had a whole list of other things.
Yeah.
So if we have a list of other things, I'm sure you guys have.
That's right. So please.
Of other things.
Please play along.
Yeah. We want to hear like what's going on in your house. Let Justin and Kelly we'll judge this, and it could even be a split decision.
Yeah.
Because there's only two of us.
Yeah.
Unless we bring somebody on. That's true. And actually, real cool. I think we're going to be on some other podcasts here very shortly. We just had lots of invitations last week while we were gone. Had several invitations. I said lots, but at least 3 that I know of that came through. So we'll be on some other podcasts. So I'm not sure, how that how it'll work back and forth between us.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll still keep Happy Chaos every week.
Oh yeah, Happy Chaos every week. I'm not
unless we're on vacation.
But I think, but some of these people, I think we might have in the opposite way. We might have some interviews with some other people coming up shortly because of some of the ones that we'll be doing on their side.
Yeah.
So
for sure,
it kind of usually works both ways that way. Okay, guys. See y'all.